To understand a heart attack, we first need to understand how a healthy heart works. Your heart is a muscle, roughly the size of your fist, and it beats about 100,000 times every single day. With each beat, it pumps blood through an incredible 60,000 miles of blood vessels inside your body. The heart itself needs its own blood supply, delivered through two special arteries called the coronary arteries. These coronary arteries are the lifeline of your heart. Block them, and the heart starts to die. A heart attack doesn't happen overnight. It begins with a process called atherosclerosis, the slow buildup of plaque inside the arteries. When you eat foods high in saturated fat and cholesterol, small LDL particles enter the bloodstream. These LDL particles can get trapped inside the artery wall, and here, something dangerous begins. The body detects these particles as foreign invaders and sends white blood cells called macrophages to attack them. The macrophages eat the LDL particles, but become so full of fat that they transform into bloated foam cells, unable to move. These foam cells accumulate over years, forming a fatty deposit called a plaque, slowly narrowing the artery. And here's the terrifying part. You feel nothing. No pain, no warning signs. The plaque can grow for decades without a single symptom. Then one day, a trigger. It could be extreme stress, heavy exercise, or even cold weather. The fibrous cap covering the plaque suddenly ruptures, tearing open like a wound inside the artery. Immediately, the body's clotting system activates, sending platelets rushing to the rupture site. Within seconds, a blood clot begins to form, growing rapidly, like a dam being built inside the artery. This clot can block the artery completely, cutting off all blood flow to part of the heart muscle. Without oxygen-rich blood, heart muscle cells begin to die. And this is the heart attack. Heart muscle cells are unique. Unlike skin or bone, they cannot regenerate. Dead heart tissue becomes a permanent scar. The longer the blockage lasts, the more heart muscle dies. Every minute counts. So what does a heart attack actually feel like? The symptoms can be surprising and often misunderstood. The classic symptom is chest pain, a crushing, squeezing pressure, like an elephant sitting on your chest. Pain can also radiate down the left arm, up into the jaw, or through to the back, as confused nerve signals spread. But here's what many people don't know. Women often experience different symptoms: nausea, fatigue, shortness of breath, and no chest pain at all. These atypical symptoms cause women to wait longer before calling for help, which is one reason heart attacks are more deadly in women. When you arrive at the hospital, doctors have one goal: restore blood flow as fast as possible. The most common treatment is a procedure called angioplasty, where a tiny balloon is guided through your artery to the blockage. The balloon is inflated, crushing the plaque against the artery wall and reopening the blocked vessel. Then, a small metal mesh tube called a stent is left behind, holding the artery open permanently. In severe cases, bypass surgery is needed, where surgeons reroute blood flow using a new vessel, bypassing the blocked artery entirely. Now for the most important question: how do you prevent this from happening to you? First, diet. Reducing saturated fats, processed foods, and trans fats directly reduces LDL particles in your blood. Second, exercise. Even 30 minutes of walking a day improves artery flexibility and reduces plaque buildup. Third, don't smoke. Smoking damages the artery lining directly, making it far easier for plaques to form. And finally, know your numbers. Blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar are your early warning system. Get them checked regularly. A heart attack is not inevitable. The choices you make today shape the arteries you'll have tomorrow.